Alrighty, guys. So we got some news today regarding the return of the Coral Divide OPR map. Some heavy nerfs coming to Sword and Shield, as well as some other notable changes that you guys are going to want to see. So first things first, let's check out the changes coming to the OPR map Coral Divide. So the map size adjustment, reducing unnecessary open space to keep engagement dynamic and fast-paced. Terrain optimization, smoothing out rough terrain and obstacles that disrupt movement in combat. Improved visibility, adjustments to lighting, foliage, and environmental clutter to enhance clarity. Objective and balance changes. Resource node placement tweaks, relocating and balancing resource nodes to ensure fair and access for both teams. Fortifications, adjustments, modifying outpost defenses to prevent excessive turtling or overpowered positions. Some good changes right there. Updated spawn locations, refining respawn points to reduce spawn camping and unfair positioning. Revised capture mechanics, improving interaction points for smoother and more intuitive captures. Combat and engagement enhancements. Adjusted line of sight, reducing frustrating sniper spots while maintaining strategic positioning. I wonder if that's like the where you could get up on the rocks and stuff really high up, and it was pretty difficult to get to some of those spots. I wonder if that's what they're insinuating there. Better combat flow, enhancing choke points and engagement areas for more balanced fights. More cover options, adding or repositioning over elements to prevent open field vulnerability. That's some good. I like that. I like that a lot. More line of sight, the better for us melee players. Quality of life updates, minimap enhancements, updating icons and labels for better clarity on objectives and player locations. Dude, we need that like as a whole, because you would be at an outpost and you can't even see the names of the people in your group, and that's always been a major issue. One of my biggest complaints is not being able to see our teammates' gamer tags when we are nearby. So to update that, I hope that it's across the board and not just for Coral Divide. So bug fixes and performance optimizations, addressing player reported issues affecting gameplay stability and fairness. And then the Coral Divide returns for an extended preview week. You asked for more time to test the changes, so we're bringing Coral Divide back for an entire preview week, starting Tuesday, April 15th at 10 a.m. Pacific, ending on Monday, April 21st at 10 a.m. Pacific. Guys, oh man, just for a week, like they should just launch the map and have it, have that label. It's in preview mode, so things are subject to change. Like, and why announce it when it's a month away, man? Good Lord. It's like, we've been asking for this map, it's, man. I just think it's too long of a wait, and it's only for a week, because after that week goes by, we're gonna be like, man, just keep it going, and they did say in the video, I'll be sure to leave all the links down in the description so you guys can go check out the articles and the Fortune Eternum video for yourselves. One thing that they mentioned was the idea of map rotations with OPR. Do we want a 2-week rotation like Arena, or, hear me out, it should just be a random queue on which map will be picked, or you can queue into that certain map. Now, I think it should be random, or at least voted. I don't know how you can do like the vote system, like a Call of Duty style, because there's no like actual like lobbies that we go into before the match starts. But I think a random queue and have it be random as far as the which map you get. Whereas I think it'd be pretty frustrating that we would continue the cycle of a 2-week rotation like arenas. I think they should get rid of that period, and it should just be random when you queue up for the OPR or arena. That was just one of the things that they touched on, as well as for the next OPR map, what would we want to see for the next OPR map? I personally would like a theme in regards to Shattered Mountain style, you know, the lava and, you know, just kind of dark and grim. I think that would be really cool setting and aesthetic they could really build off of. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like, what's OPR map would you guys like to see moving forward? So, as you guys may have heard, the Crassus event will be starting first thing tomorrow on March 10th. The servers will begin maintenance at 11 p.m. Pacific, 7 a.m. UTC, and last approximately an hour and a half. The latest update brings a host of improvements to combat, seasonal events, and the overall player experience. Here are some of the most notable changes adventurers can look forward to. Combat adjustments. Fire Staff, the Incinerate ability now properly displays visual effects. Void Gauntlet, the Harvester's Retribution effect from the Conqueror's perk, no longer lasts indefinitely. Dodge mechanics fixed an issue that prevented magic weapon light attacks from firing when canceling from a dodge. War boards resolved a bug where war boards could appear blank during an invasion or war. Consumables, the cleansing elixir buff now correctly disappears after leaving Outpost Rush. Thank you. Gosh, I don't know how many times that has happened to multiple people, and sometimes, you know, people would be using that bug to their advantage and using it in open world PvP. Now, they did some fixes to the seasonal and economy, expedition and world adjustments, and UI and so on and so forth. But I want to get to the balance changes and the nerfs to sword and shield. These are some very important news that you guys are going to want to see. As a sword and shield connoisseur, and I really love the utility of the sword and shield, some of these nerfs are a little frustrating. It seems to me that they are nerfing heavily the tank meta that has been forming. I don't disagree with that so much. However, there's some changes here, guys, that I don't agree with. So, balance changes. We have some back-end functionality that reduces the attacker's block stamina damage dealt for 0.5 seconds after taking a hit. Previously, the value was a 25% reduction. Now we have changed that to be a 13% reduction. The wall artifact chromatic ward perk reduced elemental base damage reduction from 25% to 13%, a 50% nerf to the wall artifacts intrinsic perk. That is, wow, that is bold. That is bold, guys. Yeah, I don't know all about that. I didn't think it was that strong to need a nerf, and this substantial at that. So then they reduced the power of the refreshing ward perk on older named items that were at 625 gear score or lower. Wow. So is that gonna devalue the frostbite sword and other weapons alike? Is reduce the base damage reduction while grit is active for the 350 con attribute threshold from 10% to 7%. Added a 1-second cooldown timer to the tower shield functionality of the one with the shield passive for the sword and shield. Changed the tower shield portion of the final countdown portion of Defender's Resolve to be a fortify instead of a base damage reduction. And lastly, added a 15-second cooldown to the sturdy perk. No, why, AGS? Why? Oh my gosh, it does not need a cooldown, man. Then increased the cooldown of the stamina recovery perk to 60 seconds. What are these changes, man? I don't get it. What? Like, this is so out of the blue, you know? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm curious to what you guys think of, you know, these changes, man. And of course, you know, I'll leave the links to all the articles and the Forza Eternum video to go check out the rest for yourself, guys. These are some out of the blue changes, and I thought I would bring this to your attention before the update going out tomorrow. Appreciate y'all making this far in the video. Be sure to drop a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you're new. There will be more videos like this coming in the future, so to stay updated, you're definitely going to want to tune back in to the channel. And I'm doing a new build video every Sunday, so you'll have that to look forward to as well. I've been streaming almost every day on Twitch, twitch.tv/emandid. Down low in the description. As always, guys, I'll catch y'all in the next one.